When we talk about child custody in New York, we're talking about legal custody and physical custody. Legal custody, you may have heard the term joint custody. When we use that term, we're referring to joint legal custody. That means that the parties share the major decisions in their children's lives, decisions such as their medical care, their education, their religious upbringing. Those are the kinds of things that in a joint legal custody situation, the parties will work together on. Sometimes they can't agree. When they can't agree, a court might award sole legal custody or might define joint legal custody in different ways, such that perhaps one party is a teacher, and that party will handle the educational decisions. One may be a doctor or a medical professional, and that person might handle the medical decisions. When we refer to legal custody, that's the right to make the major decisions in a child's life, the right to be informed. Physical custody is where the child lives primarily. When we refer to joint legal custody, we're referring to the right to make the major decisions together. Both parties will have input, and those are decisions regarding their education, their medical care, and their religious upbringing. Sole custody is when one party is awarded the right to make all the major decisions in their children's lives. We see that most commonly in high conflict cases when the parties can't agree on anything, when they can't discuss things together. We may see that where there's drug, alcohol, or mental health issues as well. In New York courts, the standard for custody is what's in the children's best interest. It's a very wide standard, and it really covers a lot, but ultimately determine the decision that a judge will make is what's best for the children. So people ask, the best interest standard, what does that mean? And what that means is that a court's going to decide what's best for your children. They're going to consider a lot of different things. It's very fact specific. It's very case specific. When we're litigating custody and when a court is faced with that decision, most likely attorney will be appointed to represent your child or your children. They may well appoint a forensic psychologist or psychiatrist to do an evaluation to help the court in determining what's best for your children. When courts are faced with determining who should have primary physical custody, they're going to look at the history. They're going to look at who has been primarily involved up until this point in raising the child. And they're also going to look at what they think the future will hold. So if it's clear that one party, for example, has a job in finance where they're working 18 hours a day, they're a partner in a big law firm, much less likely that person is going to be awarded physical custody. They're going to see who's available. They're going to look to who will help encourage the relationship with the children and the other parent. So there's a lot of factors that go into that, very case specific, very fact specific. And if you're litigating that, really important that your attorney is skilled and well prepared and really has a handle on your situation and is clear about what the arguments are going to be in court to make sure that you're successful.